What comes to your mind when you hear the term bodybuilding, apart from the jaw-dropping muscular physiques? Is it optimal health? Whatever it is, it's known that low body fat is one of the many parameters that define optimal health. But low doesn't equal zero. In today's video from Bodybuilding Olympians, we'll dive right into the details of the top 7 bodybuilders with 0% body fat. So let's dive right into it. But before that, remember to subscribe to us and hit that thumbs up button. Bruce Lee. The first person on our list needs no introduction. This man has his name etched into the minds of sign lovers and bodybuilding enthusiasts alike. He has tried hard to upgrade himself in the bodybuilding world. Co-stars of the actor have to come forward to compliment his dedication to his craft. They go on to talk about his carefully balanced diet and exercise regime. Another thing Bruce Lee focused on was avoiding empty calories and sticking to nutrient-rich foods. But that is not to say that his diet plan was rigid. He tried to stick to a healthy diet as much as he could. His diet was rich in carbohydrates and protein. The Fist of Fury star weighed 61 kilos and had a body fat of around 5 to 6%. His days in the books of fate were numbered as the legendary star succumbed to the side effects of painkiller medication. Although we may have lost him too young, his supporters carry on the legacy of their hero. Jeet Kune Do, a diverse martial arts ideology created by Bruce Lee, is still considered the pinnacle of martial arts. What if we tell you that the next 3 people on our list prey to steroid abuse? Yes, you heard that right. Next up, we got Rich Piana. While steroid abuse isn't unheard of in bodybuilding, it shocks our hearts every time we hear of an untimely demise caused by it. Such was the cause of Rich Piana. If that in and of itself wasn't shocking enough, wait until you hear what we're about to bring next. Remember how we talked about the low body fat at the beginning of the video? Extremely low body fat puts one at risk of organ failure, among other things. Rich Piana's body fat was dangerously low at about 2 to 3%. Things began to go south when Rich Piana collapsed out of the blue while getting a haircut from his girlfriend. He was soon taken to the hospital where he was placed in a medically induced coma and died soon after. If police reports are to be believed, around 20 bottles of testosterone were found at his home around his death. If that wasn't enough damage done already, sources claim that Piana used the injection called PMAA. For those who don't know, it's a filler to strengthen body parts of low muscle mass. PMAA can be lethal when taken without a doctor's prescription. Next, we've got a fitness freak who gradually plummeted from soccer to bodybuilding. Who might it be? Let's see, shall we? Mohammed Benaziza. As we mentioned, Benaziza entered the world of sports through soccer. Somewhere down the line, bodybuilding caught his fancy. He fell for it even harder after winning a bodybuilding event in Spain. But this was just the beginning of his victories in bodybuilding. He continued to enter more contests. He was celebrated for winning the Night of Champions in 1990. Mohammed Benaziza liked all of the limelight he was getting post this win. But if it ain't got health, you got nothing. He did participate in the Mr. Olympia Championship a couple of years later. Although the results weren't as promising as of that of the Night of the Champions, Benaziza did manage to finish off in the 5th position, which was quite an achievement if you ask us. But all that glory did not last. Shortly after this event, he was found dead. The reason for his death? Heart failure. Yes, that's what the autopsy had to say in addition to the presence of diuretics in his system. He too, like Piana, was known for ridiculously low body fat. Apart from Bruce Lee, all the others were victims of steroid abuse. The next person on the list, although no different, is the epitome of steroid abuse. While ripped, muscular bodies are a treat to the eyes, it's important to know the dark side of a sport like bodybuilding. This is why we ask all of you to subscribe to our channel so that you can stay abreast of all the deets of the bodybuilding world. A word of caution never harmed anyone, right? Andreas Munzer. When we hear the adjectives ambitious and driven attached to a person, we perceive them in a good light. But we need to know that this is just one end of the spectrum. Andreas Munzer falls on the other end. He would put his body through the steroids to stay on the top of the bodybuilding charts. This steroid abuse caused his life to end at the ripe old age of 31. If reports are to be believed, Munzer hit the lowest available record of body fat in the years before his death. Close to 0% if we're being honest. As much as we love looking at ripped physiques, it would be all in vain if someone put their life on the line just to achieve that body. Helmut Struggle. Next on our list is Helmut Struggle, the proud owner of the title, the most shredded man in the world. He owes the title to an intense workout routine and a 6-meal-a-day diet plan. If you think that hitting the dining table 6 times a day is the perfect excuse to dump fried garbage down your throat, then you're wrong, my friend. But that being said, it's tasty nonetheless. His diet is majorly composed of boiled eggs, chicken, and basmati rice. His body fat stands at near 4%. His physique has earned him several accolades. Frank McGrath. Every bodybuilder dreams of having a body that can flaunt every nerve in their body as they tense up, and Frank McGrath is no different. If there's a word every bodybuilder aches to hear, it's subcutaneous fat. For those of you who don't know, it's the layer of fat that covers the veins and muscles of the body. Every workout routine they engage in is targeted at burning this layer of fat. This is also why they can flaunt their veins the way they do. His diet is protein rich, and sugar is a big no for this bodybuilding beast. Because of his work's intense nature, Frank realizes he is prone to dehydration and drinks about a gallon of water daily. If one quickly caught sight of him just before a competition, his body would have the perfect roadmap of veins you didn't even know existed. His body fat stands at 5%. Hamdullah Ikutlu. Next up on our list is Hamdullah Ikutlu, who embodied the true spirit of a bodybuilder. Fame was the last thing on his mind. His notable wins include coming 17th at Mr. Olympia in 1993, after which he participated in and won a string of amateur competitions. Hamdullah was best known for his lean physique, which made his muscles tense in unique shapes. This was attributed to his low body fat, but he was best known for his glutes. Some fans gladly nickname his backsides the SpongeBob Square Cheese. How cute does that sound? Hamdullah did take a hiatus from the world of bodybuilding in 2002, but that wasn't until 2010 when he returned to the stage, muscular as ever. He then went on to win the World Amateur Championship in 2010 and 2012. Hamdullah Ikutlu is a testament to the statement, "It is never too late to achieve your dreams." Despite his age, we applaud him for holding on to all that muscle mass. And with that, we've come to the end of the list. While we agree that some stories here do have tragic endings, that's not to paint the bodybuilding sport in black. Moderation is key. It's imperative to pay attention to the signals our body is sending us, especially when in the field of fitness. What do you think of the laws surrounding the use of steroids? Do they need to be moderated even more? Share with us your thoughts down in the comment section below. Before you say goodbye to us, check out our other videos that we've got lined up for you. Also, this is a gentle reminder just to hit that subscribe button and give us a big fat thumbs up. Whilst you're at it, consider ringing that bell icon so that you find it easier to circle back to us for more such content.